Hi, I'm Bob LeVitus, sometimes known as Dr. Mac. I am the author of over 55 books, most of which have the word dummies in the title. I know one of the things that they're talking about is getting more of the interface to be intelligent, to have it do things that you had to do manually in the past, to get it to be more perceptive of the way you work. And I don't know how that'll work out, but it seems like a good idea to me. Also, everything will be faster, and you can never argue with faster. When we had our first releases of Mac OS X, Apple wasn't very happy with me because I was saying I wouldn't upgrade if I didn't have to, and you shouldn't either. Because Mac OS X in the beginning was very rocky. The road was rocky, and the first couple of releases were not really something that most people would have been happy with most of the time. Once we got to Mac OS 10.2 or 10.3 even, most of the rough spots had been ironed out, and it started to turn into really an industrial strength operating system, much more stable than we'd ever had before. Far fewer crashes, far fewer catastrophes, far fewer loss of data, far fewer interruptions, slowdowns. Apps could crash without bringing down the whole machine. And as time has gone on, I think we've seen Mac OS X become probably the most stable consumer operating system around. I know people who have run their Macs on Mac OS 10.6, the current version, Snow Leopard, for months without restarting. And you couldn't do that before, and you can't really do that with other operating systems. So stability has been the big trend. Each build has gotten more and more stable to the point where you don't even think about it. You don't even worry about crashing, which is, in the old days, something you thought about all the time. It's the latest and greatest iteration of an operating system that's been evolving now for over 10 years. And it's based on an operating system that had been evolving for over 20 years before Apple started playing with it 10 years ago. So you're looking at the fruit of almost 30 years of operating system technology, research and development. The Mac part, the part that sits over the Unix, has become incredibly polished. It's beautiful how they've hidden all of the complexity and all of the underpinnings from the consumer. Most consumers just don't know about the Unix running underneath. It's very elegant, and it gets more elegant with each iteration. Before you do, read everything you can. Go on the internet and read all of the websites, Macworld, Mac Observer, just Mac Fix It. Go and look around and see what people who were early adopters have to say about the upgrade. The other advice is never upgrade your operating system when you have a deadline coming. Never change anything really, but certainly don't upgrade your operating system if you've got a deadline tomorrow. I think it's incredibly good for most users. I think many users aren't exposed to Mac applications very much. They see them at the Apple Store once in a while. Maybe a friend will send them one or buy them one, but most people aren't looking at apps very often or thinking about what you could do with your computer other than word processing or mail or whatever. And the App Store gives Mac users a really easy way to get apps on their machine and not worry about that app being destructive or malicious or anything bad. And also, the side benefit I didn't see coming was it gives the vendors the opportunity to adjust their prices pretty much on an instant basis. The pricing is really one thing, and the second is the simplicity. It's easy to see what people say about things, easy to get a bunch of opinions, and the prices are good. You're not paying for a box and cardboard and stuff, so I think the prices are going to turn out over time to be more affordable than retail.